Apparently I'm live, but my computer's not telling me that I'm live. Again, because this happens quite a bit. Of course it does. Why is my tummy rumbling? I ate, like, not so long ago. I do not understand. Oh, that's why. I didn't even have any dairy today. Like, I can't think of anything that had dairy. Nothing but starch and other goodness. Anyway, right, I'm definitely live. I can see the chat and everything. Well, I can see the top chat because it's not defaultly written on here. But no, there we go. And Itchy's here, and he says Tubbs and lots of exclamation marks, and then he says Guessy Tubbs, and then he says hey dude. Hi Itchy. I need lots of snuggles in a pool. I need some pool snuggles. I need some snuggles in a pool. Because basically I get warm if I hug somebody, and getting warm in this kind of atmosphere is not good at the moment. It's very warm, you can. Oh, shut up. No more yawning. But how are you doing, dude? I've also got, like, I'm hoping they're just like little tiny heat rashes and not some kind of bites. But I've basically come out in like little tiny, are they called hives? I don't know. I don't get it. But they're like, there's a lot on my feet, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's because I went past something in the grass here, because I'm very allergic to what they call sticky plants in the UK, which is basically plants that have tiny, very tiny droplets of adhesive on them, which basically stick to your clothes and stuff. And they're just in the grass. They're a weed, and they are in the grass. And oh my god, I've got gas cramps. I've actually got gas right now. Before I was live on live stream, I was not gassy, but oh, that's definitely a gas cramp. Where's Pandafoot, please? My bowels are inflated without any help from me. It just kind of happened. That was weird. Yeah, I had Indian chicken tikka masala and chicken korma today for dinner. So don't understand what that's going on, why that's happening, but yeah. Also, yeah, so the bumps, the tiny bumps, I have no idea why, but I've got some on my ankles and stuff. And because I'm barefooted a lot, I kind of walk into my office sometimes barefooted, and of course, you end up with bugs. And something that's been like really bugging me, and I'm hoping this isn't a big deal. I'm really hoping this isn't a big deal, because there are literally thousands of these that I've seen around my garden, around my office, and some of them inside my office. There are tiny red dots just crawling around very, very fast. And if you look really close at them, they look like spiders, but they have only got 6 legs, I think. I'm not sure. They usually are moving continuously. They don't stop. But they're bright red or orange. They're really, really bright. And essentially, they're very tiny. They literally are very, very, like, they are dots. Unless you look at them really closely, it's weird. They are everywhere, and from what I remember when I was a kid, because I don't remember anybody talking about these since then. Actually, when I was in high school, because I used to be on the wall of the high school, of the entrance to the high school. Very, very tiny. Just yeah. They just used to be on the rocks. They are called dust mites or rock mites. So I know they're kind of mite. So yeah. But no, one was just on my desk just now, and I can't. I was looking for it just now, so I could basically like look at it and tell you about it, and it's gone. So I have no idea where that is. So that's gonna be fun to find. There was one a minute ago on my tissue, just on my. It's not on there anymore. But they're really small. They're like tiny, microscopic. Ticks, are they tiny and red? I thought ticks were kind of like white or kind of like an off white color, you know. I didn't think that they were red. Really hoping they're not ticks, because now I'm scared. Before I was just kind of like, oh, this is gonna hurt me if I let it crawl on me. Is it gonna hurt me? You know, because it was on my desk where my hand was for, you know, it was around my mouse. So it's like, it could just easily crawl on me without me noticing, you know. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Just kind of like buying time for whenever Jeffrey arrives so that we can do the music selection. How have you been, Itchy? Speaking of the music selection, I've basically edited. I've got the edit up for the pup video that my buddy in America, Itchy, you've met him. The boot black guy, Astro, the pup, or Pup Astro, or however you want to call him. Basically, the guy I stayed with the last year at Vegas. He has requested a few things for video, and I basically done all of those things and recorded them and edited it. I just literally need to put the music on it. So yeah. I'm just poking buttons right now. I'm trying to find the music. There it is. Billy Bob Texas is here. And I do not think that you've been in the chat before, but hey, how you doing? I get this weird amount of bears and cubs in, you know, from Texas. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? I thought there would be more, you know. Damn it, what am I trying to think of? Midwestern, you know? The Midwestern areas is where you're gonna find a lot of the bears and stuff. But no, a hell of a lot of this. Basically, from the event that I went to in Vegas, which was a bear event, so many of them come from Texas. It's so strange. I don't understand that, but yeah. Preston's also here. He says, "Where's Jeffrey?" I don't know where Jeffrey is. It's okay. We haven't picked the music just yet, but we're gonna. So give me a moment, because I still haven't actually loaded the music onto the video yet. So it's gonna need to pre-render for a second. I do have to kind of like figure out. There's 2 tracks in here somewhere. One of them's called Chubs, and the other one's called Chunky. So it's kind of funny. I'm wondering what they're going to sound like when they're loaded. Never been a fan. Yes, it's a thing. Lots of us is by many. Yeah, he said lots of us. Yeah, it's a thing. I mean, I get it. I do get it. You know, the whole kind of like Texan kind of. It's a very masculine culture in Texas. Well, at least it used to be a very masculine culture in Texas, from what I understand of it. You know, there's barbecue and cowboys and leather. They're actually all good things. I just imagined a, you know, going to a barbecue and meeting a Barry cowboy wearing leather, and yep, almost went with the whole sex thing straight away into my brain. It's not good. It's a thing, okay? It's a thing. I haven't had my after dinner me time properly yet, okay? Give me a break. And Damon's not here. Anyway, but no, I get it. That's cool. Like, I don't even know if you're a bear or not because I can't see the icons at all when I'm doing the editing whilst. But you know, I was just assuming. I shouldn't assume. You know, I don't know why I assumed. It's just because, see, this is what I mean. Texas has been associated with bears now for me. You know, yeah. Plus, some of the best Santa bears come from Texas. I don't know what it is. I think it might just be because of the culture and the older men growing beards thing. You know, it's just, yeah, probably. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. So I'm reading up on this, and it sounds more like chiggers than anything. They're red mites that feed on skin and can cause itching. Oh my god! So then why are they so prevalent outside? Why are they so prevalent outside? Because people aren't outside. Seriously, we just like when I was a kid, I remember seeing some, and like an adult, an adult person that was watching us or whatever, not in a creepy way, like looking after us because we were children, basically didn't tell us to put put it down or put the rock down that I found one of these things on. They basically just said they either said it's a rock mite or a dust mite. So basically I was like, whatever. It's just interesting watching it crawling around on this rock. I remember this as a kid, but I don't remember if they're good or bad. But again, assuming that the adult with me, I can't remember who it was, didn't like slap it out of my hand, I'm assuming that it's okay. I'm assuming that they're fine and they're harmless because that's how I've been reacting to them. But you are making them sound creepy. So I don't know what to believe now. I'm gonna look it up after. I'm not. I'm yeah. Hey Tubbs, I saw your kilt video, very intriguing, says Preston. Thank you. Intriguing. Why? Hey Tubbs, great big hugs and many snuggles. Hey Jeffers, there you are. That's good timing, actually. The music has just queued up on my computer, so yeah. I know Tubbs, I'm sorry about the hives. It's okay. It's just tiny little bumps. It's not really. I don't know if they're hives or not. I don't know. Billy Bob Texas says 6'1", 370 pounds, and I'm assuming pounds LBS. So yeah, 46 years old. Well, I don't know. Numbers don't really turn my head. It's but you have made me click on the go to channel so I can see your icon to see if well, your videos if you got any. Broken buttons. That's yeah. Never mind then. Okay, but you do have videos, and from what I can see in the thumbnails, assuming this is you. Yeah, well, I was about to say something really, like, totally, a very special kind of like rainbow flag bear that I know, who basically is incredibly camp. Um, he's got the lisp and the limpest voice ever. But yeah, that's what camp is. It's like somebody's super adorableness is showing. Oh, I love the shades. Anyway, okay. I do have to do a couple of things here. That's my type, Billy. Your type is just a general description. I'm not going to say that you're shallow, but Itchy, I know you. Anyway, maybe it's breeding time. Breeding time, Tubbs? Breeding what? I don't know what's going on now. Are you talking about the mites? I don't know. BBT, I'm going to call you BBT because my brain cannot remember names very well. But yeah, he says they live in the grass. If you're out in the grass after take an extra hot shower, it kills them off before they burrow in your skin. Okay, now I'm scared again. I keep going from scared to being reassured, but to going back to scared again. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This is bugging me. Oh, by the way, thank you again for the person that's put a dislike on this video, and every single video that I've ever made. Apparently, for some reason, um, you're a douchebag. But even if you put a dislike on this video, you know, it's still analytics. So thank you for the analytics. And if I was monetized, thank you for the AdSense. Anyway, um, I'll send you a pic of what, where. I'm scared now. I don't know what anybody's. Everything's getting mixed up. So I'm just gonna get on with the editing. I'm gonna still read the chat, but I'm gonna get on with the editing. I'll take it, Tubbs. I know what that was. That was about the whole, your shallow thing. Okay. My bank is BB&T. BB&T. It sounds like a sandwich, like PB&J and BLT and all that stuff. Itchy, stop it, because you're making me do your name. Anyway, okay, so this is for a very special pup. This video that I'm working on. I thought I saw another one, but it's not. It's just it's a red dot on a piece of paper over here that I put on there with a red pen. So that's nothing. Anyway, yeah. I don't really know what to do for this. I mean, I might. It's like it's a pup video. Most of it is a daddy dog video. So I do not know what music we're going for here, but yeah, I checked out your time lapse video. You're very cute. You're very cute, man. I'm gonna have to look at this after time lapse video. I'll subscribe on one of the other channels. Are you looking for subs, BBT? I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to look at time lapse video now. Yeah. Totes adorbs, as again one of my friends would have said. Think and like, you've only got 23 subscribers, dude. That's so not cool. People subscribe to him, please. Please, people subscribe to him. You have a MySpace link on your page, on your homepage. You have a MySpace link. Are we talking to somebody from the past? Is that what's happening? Is this like a lake house, internet lake house kind of situation? I'm only saying that because, you know, a time-lapse video and a MySpace page and everything. Does YouTube look radically different in the past? Do you know what this is? Did live streaming exist back then? I don't know if live streaming existed in like 2008. You know, sorry, I don't want. I'm not trying to like be mean to you. I have subscribed. For fuck's sake, I'm just saying it's it's funny. Also, great work on your thumbnails. Like, Jesus, I kind of suck at doing thumbnails. I just pick whatever YouTube basically asks me to do. I think we might have lost him. I think we might have lost him. The Arrival Tubbs Stream Edition. What? To me, I've only seen The Arrival once. I didn't like it. You know, I prefer my you know, extraterrestrial sci-fi movies to be not super artsy fartsy and not crazy. There's things that happened. It just wouldn't happen in real life, and they are done purely for artistic effect and direction and stuff like that. It's just yeah, the Arrival. Yeah, I'm not. You know, I'm not super a huge fan. I just prefer them not to be super up their own asses, smelling their farts with the overly artsy bullshit. You know. I'm trying to think of a good one, a good extraterrestrial movie, but all I can think of is the Star Treks, but they're not really extraterrestrial movies. You know, science is way out there. We're going off track way. I need to hit the play button to get the music selection, and I will talk about movies. Okay, so again, this is pup vid, so like I'm thinking like mostly country, like some hard rock and roll, you know, some a little bit of metal maybe, kind of thing, you know, kind of like biker bar kind of music thing. That it's just something that I like when I'm in my levers. I feel very stripper music, Nickelback. And if anybody knows what that is, just listen to some Nickelback. I promise you that not all of Nickelback is bad. It's very trashy, but yeah, it's like I'm not a fan of Nickelback, but there are a few tracks that I listen to when I'm just in a very leather, trashy kind of like. A lot of it is weirdly just kind of cheap dom music, you know. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's just like it has a mood to it, and it's definitely kind of like, you know, kind of like a stripper club, biker bar kind of stuff. So yeah, it's kind of like that. It's weird. You guys are talking to each other. Oh my god, how that is old. Didn't realize it was there on Bigger City. It did on 2000. What? I miss you too. I like the arrival. Actually, I cry. Yeah, well. It's like you want me to say that you're a shallow pussy. Itchy, why are you trying to get me to say this stuff to you? You know, trying to Chris yourself again? Because please don't. That's not funny, but is funny. Stop it. You're making my brain hurt. I'm trying to be nice. It's not working. Stop hurting my brain. BBT. I mean, it's hard to think that basically you're a fan when you are. It's weird when people that are way prettier than me basically say that I'm attractive and that they're a fan of mine. You know. Anyway, you got that Big Balls by AC/DC. I don't have that. That's not on the thing. You know. I know what you mean, but yeah. By the way, AC/DC is good. It's just that it's like that is what I would consider classy biker bar music. You know, that's kind of like classy stripper intro music, wrestler intro music. I'm talking about kind of like trashy kind of stripper music. And if you listen to a bunch of so some of them I'm sure have been used as kind of like strippers intro, intro enters in intro. It is called an intro. The entrance music when they are announced, the announcement music and stuff like that. You know, their stings are come from some of Nickelback stuff because there's like something in your mouth. I'm just listening to that in my head now. It destroyed the track list that I had put together in my head. But Nickelback's "Something in Your Mouth" is something I actually kind of weirdly like. Oh, what is it called? The one about a stripper, because there is actually one about a stripper, but there's lots. There is lots. So yeah. You got that by Halogen. Sounds great for the vid. What? Oh, that's the and okay. I can't. Let's just go for it again. Yes, no, and I've got you're making me talk about stuff, guys. Stop it. I've got things to do. Yeah, you basically just say yes, no, first come, first served, and I have the power to veto because I know what is happening on the screen. I do not want to give anything away, but I might just say that there are some puppy noises every now and again. And oh, by the way, Itchy, it's a good thing you're here because I was super drawly. I have no idea, but basically my beard was wet after I recorded this video. I have no idea why. I don't get it, but yeah. Anyway, here we go. Think. So this is kind of too poppy, but it actually weirdly works. Preston says, I'm pretty. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. You're the sweetest, seriously? I tried, but yeah. Itchy says Nickelback and I'm Shallow. Yes and yes. I didn't say all of Nickelback is great. I said that basically it's a guilty pleasure of mine. Every now and again, I fancy a little bit of, you know, cheap and nasty music. What do you want from me? I'll play you the tracks. I will play you the tracks when you're here. I'm not going to play them on stream because the video will get taken down. So yeah. Anyway, person says puppy, and then he says arf, and he says arf. He says, oh my god, there's drawls strands in the vid. No. From what I can see on the preview, no. But for some reason, my mouth was full of saliva. This was recorded just before dinner, so it might have just been because I was super hungry. But yeah, it was like all over my beard. I have no idea. I have no clue what it was, but basically there was drool coming out of the sides of my mouth and even some of it on my chest. And I don't think it's visible, but we'll find out. You know, I know somebody is going to be up against their phone screen watching this video when it comes out. It's like, where is it? Is that drool? I don't know. Bow wow. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna explode when I see that, right? In a good way, I'm sure, but again, I don't think you can see it. It's a long track. It's ending now, but it's a long track. Jeffrey says yes, though. I'm okay with this one. Again, it's a bit too kind of like poppy, jazzy, disco-y, but I'm okay with it. It's you're too cute. I've heard that Something in Your Mouth song with you actually, Tubbs. I'm just missing. It is catchy. I don't think I've heard the stripper one you mentioned though. I'm gonna have to find it again. Like I said, there are a few of their tracks. Oh, there's just one of their songs is called Yes. It's another track, by the way. One of their songs is actually just called Yes. And it's all about sex. I can't remember what, basically one of the lines in the song is S is for the actually what is S for? I don't know, but E is for the ecstasy. X is to mark the spot of what you really want. So yeah, there's a few of their songs which are yeah. By the way, I was being silly about the whole artsy thing for the Arrival because this track, this video is very artsy. I recorded it in the living room with overblown lighting in a openly white space, because it's white walls, white ceiling. Apart from a little bit of green that's in the room, you can't really see that. So the reflective light is kind of like, it's weird. You'll see what I mean. But I was being very artsy with my shooting, and I shouldn't have. Anyway, Benji's here, and he says "grr" and then "woof," like he always does, and then he goes away usually. So I hope you stuck around this time. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm not making anybody stick around, but appreciate you being here, dude. I definitely heard yes either. Well, yeah. New track. By the way, I saw your yes, Jeffrey. I don't know if I said that. I'll look up the song notes for yes. Okay. Oh. Okay. Anyway, this track is okay, yeah. I've been paying attention to the video, so I hope that this part of the video is okay. You think I should risk getting this video taken down? Because this live stream is just me talking and the music. So, new track. It's a recorder. It's not a flute, that's a recorder. Oh my god, I don't know who said yes or no first. Jeffrey, was that a yes to this? No, okay. It is odd, isn't it? That is odd. It's just called City Plaza. Did they record that in a City Plaza? Is that like a Mexican, a Peruvian pamphlet band kind of thing? Anyway, it's like piss maze. It's mine too. It was getting a bit much, so. God, this is very 90s ending music. You know, credits music. Jeffrey, you said yes. However, it's not matching. It just doesn't match up, and it's not very me, you know. Hopefully that wasn't the. one's sounding a bit better. It matches up a little bit, but I'll leave it to you guys to decide. I can't see that working well with the... It doesn't work well with the other tracks as well. That's the thing. I followed your picks on Tumblr for years. My fave picks, honestly. I'm glad you think so. Not all of the picks are me, though. Most of them are me, because a lot of them are from Tumblr, not Tumblr. Instagram. They get instantly put from Instagram onto Tumblr now. So, but anyway, yeah. Oh my God, BBT, are you sure that you basically haven't messaged me before? I've just got the strongest sense of deja vu just now. Also, thank you, Jeff. Yes, I'm leaving this track in. It's weird. It's like this has happened already before. Deja vu, sense perception kind of thing. What did somebody call it? I think Samantha Carter said that it's a split second in sense perception, like deja vu thing. But no, thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Just pause that for a second. Thank you. I'm glad you like the picks. I'm keeping that track probably, by the way. I'm glad you like the pics I put on Tumblr. Again, it's just very strange when somebody that I personally would consider prettier than me, like says nice things about me. It's weird, you know. Damon's back. That's also weird. I'm gonna have to go for a second. Oh my God. Could you guys like not move? I'm gonna try to be as quick as possible, but that's not much. You can never tell how long I'm gonna be when I'm attacking the bear. So, do you mind? Itchy says, "Yay, Damon." Okay. Oh well. 1 second, guys. I don't have time to put up the banner because he might just go straight to bed. Oh crap! I haven't turned the external lights on. And I walk through a spider web. Everything's bad is happening right now. And I've got a mountain of trash to walk through. So, and there are bad bugs outside. And a snail. Of course there is. Shit. Okay. Okay. Oh, fuck's sake. Why is my skin tag hurting now, honestly? What I miss? What I miss? Button press. Okay. What are you? Okay. Itchy is the sweetest. Itchy is very sweet. Yeah. It looked like the poster was glow in the dark for a sec, and I was like, I didn't see it do that when I was there. Is it because I turned off the I turned off the lights? I turned off the lights because I left the door open because I was trying to be as quick as possible. So yeah. The shadow of the chair looks like a person, kind of. Okay. Creepy shadow people? No. Nope. Crispy safe in that heat. A friend of mine lives in. So it was 97 degrees. You see, guys, why are you not using Celsius? It's so annoying because the second I read that, I'm like, holy shit! That no, it's not. It's Fahrenheit. Americans. That was brutal, Jeffrey. Yeah, it's 92 here at the moment. It was 36 on Saturday. C, which is a lot. Stop yawning, stop yawning. Okay, is everybody still here? Is everybody still here? Are we still doing the music? Because I've got other things that I want to do, including I got more beer. And I kind of want to get used to using this thing. Some more, so I'm actually properly used to it when I actually use it. Because I noticed in the funnel video, because I made a video, I don't know if anybody saw. That basically I was very slow. It seemed very slow, so I'm just gonna train myself with it a little while. Okay, my skin tag, by the way, has been hurting like a fucking asshole. So you have to bear with me if I'm wincing in pain. It's not because of anything major or serious. I just have a skin tag on my inner thigh, right underneath my bollocks. That basically, it's underneath my bollocks. It's not underneath. It's not being covered up by my bollocks. Just want to point that out. So I'm not touching my nuts when I do this. I'm touching my thigh. But yeah, it hurts. So basically, fun. I guess everyone left then because I said, is everybody still here? And nobody said anything after that. Oh well, I'm going to keep doing the muzak. So here we go. Oh, Jeffrey's here. By the way, I just saw myself get hiccups. I had hiccups midway through the video as well. And it's weird. I never knew that I moved that way when I have hiccups. So let's see if you can guess when I have hiccups. I know you're here now, guys. I was just kidding. I was just why I said that, you know. I need DPS here so he can be the he does the conversions and stuff because I'm streaming, so yeah. I'm not here. I know you're not here. By the way, guys, I found out about the red miniature spider mites. Red miniature spider mites. I just asked Damon about them real quick, and basically, I'm not a plant, so I'm okay. Basically, if I was a plant, then I'd be in real trouble because apparently lots of them in great numbers can eat plants, but they eat everything except for mammals, so that's good. Next track. Okay, this thing is pissing me off. That's very hot tubs. Had it converted on that Fahrenheit. That's 96 degrees. Okay, so it's about the same. It's bad. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm not scared of them anymore. They're not a threat to me. Actually, in high school, I remember flicking one off of a rock, and it basically didn't flick. It just kind of it just turned into a stain, and I felt really bad because they're cute. They're just kind of everywhere. They're literally little tiny red full stops that just move around really fast. So that's a yes for this one. Okay. I think this might be the ending track anyway. It's no, it's not. Okay, I have to cut this track short anyway because it's the wrong. There's a thing happening. I want to preserve as much of this audio as I can, and it's hard to do that. So, yeah, so we know about the mites now. So they're red spider mites. They're harmless to humans. Just yeah, if you're a plant, you're in trouble if you got a bunch of those outside. But since most of the stuff that we need to do outside is weeding, then I do not mind if they eat all the weeds because there's tons of them outside. Like one of the rocks near the pond is basically it was just like it looked like it was covered in static, red static. That's how bad it was. Anyway, My eye's doing a weird twitchy thing, and it's bugging me so much. Because of all the lack of sleep. Thanks to Genetic for the lack of sleep. It's so weird. Okay, this bit I'm gonna remove. Not remove, I'm going to remove it. Remove it. Okay. So what do you think of this track? Ignore the heavy breathing, it's part of the video. Okay, that's oh, that's so much better. So it's making my leg itch. Sorry about that, guys. Right, keeping this track because it's cool and it's the end of the video anyway. So there we go. I'm going to write down the name of it now. And you're going to pretend it's not itchy. You're going to make a GIF. Itchy, bad itchy, bad chihuahua. Bad chihuahua. What's the name of this track? Because then I can Cloud Wheels, Castle Builder. I spelled castle right. I didn't know what cursive was, by the way, until one of my American friends pointed this out to me. Basically, I write things all joined up, and you know, in a special way. That's just the way I write. It's not a big deal. I didn't go to calligraphy school or anything like that. But basically, what? That's just how you write, right? That's not a big deal. And yet somebody said to me, that's kind of, you know, it's like, wow, you do amazing cursive. And I was like, is that what that is? I don't know what that was. That's what that was. You know, in school, we're just, oh, for fuck's sake, get off. Fucking itch, go away. Not you, Itchy. The thing is, I'm sitting on my robe, my dressing gown. Basically, it keeps touching the area around my skin tag, and it's either irritates it to the point where it hurts, or it itches. So that's fun. But yeah, so yeah, in school, in British schools, basically they teach you to do handwriting. They just teach you to. That's just the way that they teach you to write. You know, when you're learning the alphabet and shit, when you're learning to write for the first time, that's just how they teach you to write. It's not a big deal, you know. So I do not understand why there's this thing, but apparently it's not just it's a weird thing. With a bunch of my American friends, there's a lot of things that basically that they say, and one of the things that they say about my accent is that it's, you know, because they hear American accents all the time. When they hear a foreign accent like English or French, it can sound very posh to them, or, you know, classy, as they like to call it. With my oh shit! I cannot bend, guys. I dropped my fork, which is what I used to scratch myself. Yeah. But yeah, somebody said to me that, wow, God, even your handwriting is all posh. And it's like, it's really not. I'm not having a seizure or fit or anything. I am just trying to get comfortable. And I made myself feel a little ill because I accidentally squished my bollocks slightly when I bent over just now. Everything's bad. Bowed. Everything's bowed. Anyway, the video is done. I'm now saving it. Bink. Saving. Anyway, LiveTUBBS, here's many more because you were, yeah, I'm not. Bad but cute you are, exactly. See, with all the itching and all of the on my leg and on. I need to have a shower. Yeah, yes, it's Regal Tubs. What? I'm really lost now. Anywho, I've got more of the oh shit. The beers. And this will be a thing, basically, whenever I'm on a stream, I might, for your enjoyment and for my practice, basically figure out how to drink those super fast. I basically, this has happened before. A while ago, way before I started streaming, I had an actual, I had a funnel and a tube, and basically, that was just before I moved out of my, I moved out into here, and basically, I was going to say moved out of my parents' house, but it's just that that's happened twice. So I moved out when I was in college, and I moved back in, and then I moved out again. So yeah. So one of those times I lost. I had like a basic funnel setup, you know, not a proper one, like this. I'm actually worried about the moisture that's gathered up in there, but I'm assuming that's just like condensation from the heat, and it doesn't actually have any bad stuff because that would suck. And the tissue is just to collect the condensation, which it didn't do. Anyway, yeah. But no, I got really good at basically like being able to ingest large quantities of liquids super quick. And essentially, I wanted to just get back to where I was because I watched the video with the funnel video from last time, and I was just not impressed, you know. So I'm just going to try to time it this time. You know the way the cans look? The Carlsberg. You have Carlsberg in the States, don't you? I think you do. This is Pilsner, Danish Pilsner. But yeah. So I might time it and then I might try to beat that time and all that stuff. I don't know. just trying to figure out which of my devices do I use. How about this? I could record a video and basically just add a timer to the video. Because this camera should be set up in the perfect position to record this if I keep poking it enough. There's lots of pokes. And are you serious? Are you seriously itching again? I just scratched you. Can my skin tag just fall off? You know? Because I can't cut it off because I'm just very scared about cutting anything that's that close to basically my, what's it called? It's on my artery, or at least near my artery. I don't think it's being supplied by that artery, but I don't want to risk myself bleeding out just because I wanted to get rid of a skin tag, you know. I tried doing the squeezing thing. I put a rubber band around it until it falls off. Didn't work. The rubber band fell off. Oh, and by the way, I tried to just like cut it off with dental floss because a cheese wire would have been the same thing as, yeah, it would have been bad. And the fucking dental floss broke. So yeah. But no, this is getting ridiculous now, so I'm hoping it will just go away. Anyway, it's funnel time while I wait for this to render. And we've lost a few people. I'm sorry about that. Yep. It's one tough skin tag. And we're not talking about a tiny one, by the way. Itchy, did you see it? No offense, but you've been down there. Did you see it? We're not talking about a tiny skin tag here. We're talking about a proper, like tip of my little finger. That's how big it is thing. Is that all empty? So Eid Omar says hello. Claire. What did you guys think of the funnel video, by the way? Burpee Tubs, I think I put that video on. It was just a quick silly, so basically. Yeah. Fling. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to time this just from when I push the button on the video. The video where I need to use one hand again. Every time. Every time. The camera fell over. That's a new one. Okay, it's not because it happens all the time. Don't fall over. Okay, so this is speed chugging a liter of beer through this funnel. So I'm gonna put the funnel in my mouth. So according to that, it was 36 seconds. So yeah. So yeah, so I want to get that time way down. Somehow. Because I was trying my bestest. And the thing is that basically there's a point, I don't know if you saw, but there's a point in quite early on in the chug where I forget how to breathe while drinking quickly. Which is where that's from. The thing is from. So I'll rinse that when I get in the house. But yeah, Itchy, I'm sorry, but I might be gone by the time you get back because I'm literally leaving nowish. Oh, why? Every time. Yeah, see, I've accidentally like gulped some of it into my throat. But yeah. So yeah, I want to get it below 30. Say 25. Let's say 25 seconds. I don't know what's considered fast, with the whole speed drinking thing. So yeah. But basically, while I have beer, every time I do a live stream, if I still have beer, then I will try to do that to get to cap off the live stream and to basically see how well I am at this. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I do not know if I'm going to upload this video right away. I think I will try to basically, I think I might go to bed and do it tomorrow on account of I'm sleepy. And once the alcohol really kicks in, I basically will be, it's only 2 beers. It's not going to really kick in. It might make me feel maybe a bit drowsy. I might feel a bit drowsy, so I might actually be able to get some sleep. So yeah. So I'm not going to stay up and wait on the computer while it tries to upload this video for the next 2 hours. Oh, fuck it, I am actually going to do that. I'll be up early tomorrow anyway to check on the computer if it's before the sun hits the office. So yeah, I can do that. Yeah, look for the video later. As for live streams, I do not know if I'm going to do another live stream this week. It kind of depends. Also, what video should I... Oh, never mind. I already know what channel I'm putting this on. Yeah. I was going to say what video channel should I put this on, but I already know. I'm trying to think of other things to say, but I can't think of anything else to say. So thanks everybody for watching. And yeah. Oh, something else I wanted to ask you guys. If you can think of another platform besides YouTube to do the live streaming, only because I kind of want something that I can use on my phone, and also YouTube is shutting down Google Hangouts, and it's the thing that I use to quickly do these live streams, because they don't require any other programs which aren't reliable. Sorry, OBS, but OBS is not that reliable to actually do the live streams on. And YouTube Camera is not up there yet. They said try it out. They keep saying try it out, but it's not at the level that I can actually do this live streaming on properly yet. It basically requires a incredibly stable internet connection, whereas OBS, not OBS, whereas, well, actually no, OBS basically it will shut down briefly if basically it says that your internet connection is squiffy, but once the internet connection is restored, it will come back. Whereas Google Hangouts, basically it drops the quality. It's still there, but it drops the quality, so it's not so bad. You know, it's not so bad. You guys can usually still hear me, at least if the quality is a little bit shit. So yeah, but they're dropping Hangouts, and I need a different alternative. So basically, if you if anybody has any suggestions, then I'm going to make a Discord post about this as well, because I would like some help with this. Then let me know. This will enable me to live stream anywhere, hopefully, depending on what site that we end up using. And hopefully it will help me if YouTube's UCam thing sucks. So yeah, that'd be great help. That would be a great help. If anybody can tell me of any things that they want. There was something, isn't it bit, it's bit something. Somebody suggested this a while ago. It's like bit TV. Wait a minute. I've got it in my one of my tabs on Firefox. BitChute. Somebody suggested BitChute a while ago. I'm not so sure about BitChute, but I mean, it's like, it's possible. It's an option, I guess. It's just that they seem to be about documentaries and political stuff and news and stuff like that. But like I said, oh damn it! Like I said, if anybody has any suggestions of other platforms that enable you to stream from your devices or from just and from the computer, then let me know. So yeah. Anyway, guys. That's all I wanted to say. I forgot to mention this last time, so I thought I'd mention it this time. Yeah, if you got anything that you want to talk to me about before I go, let me know in the chat right now. Otherwise, belly rubs and belly salute. And I will see you guys sometime in the week. Probably on Sunday, though, for sure. For sure on Sunday, but I don't know when in the week. So, yeah. Week. Yeah. Okay, I'll get to uploading this then. Have a good one, guys. And BBT, it was super nice meeting you. I do not think you're here anymore, but super nice meeting you, dude. Send me a message on something. You're going to send me a picture?